Good afternoon, everyone. It is Thursday afternoon at 3, so it is time for my Facebook Live. We are going to be playing with some new product today. So this is a new online exclusive. I'm going to get this shared over to my page in case somebody's looking for it there, and then we'll get started. If you are new to my online or to my Facebook Live, I do this every week, and we make something fun, and then the next week we give away what I made the previous week. And I just realized I forgot to draw for last week's, so I may do that real quick while y'all are finding me too. Let me oops, trying to get over to my page on my laptop so I can share this. All right, and then we'll do a drawing real quick, hopefully. All right, that is shared. Let's go back where I was so I can look at all the comments and choose one. So, one moment. Let me find last week's video. We got to play with the fun. There it is. The fun bird. So let me show you while I'm doing this. That is the card we made last week. And I'm just drawing to see who wins that. Okay. But I will share that with you at the end. But let me write it on the back so I don't forget who it is by the time we get to the end. All right. Sorry, I forgot to do that beforehand. Almost there. All right. Now I can tell you who won that at the end. So that was, I colored that to look like tufted titmouse, like a tufted titmouse or a pair of them. And I have seen those on my suet mostly, but on the bird feeders too, a lot lately. So that's kind of fun. Okay. Now I think we're ready to get started here. All right. This is the Sunrise Sailing bundle. So this is the stamp set. We're making a retirement card. It's like the sunset. It comes with some fabulous dies. So I haven't used those ones yet, but those are waves, I'm guessing. And then there's these that cut out your sailboat, some clouds, some birds. So it also is a hybrid embossing folder. Or it comes with a hybrid embossing folder. So let me show you. So this is what it looks like. But what that means, if you're not familiar with it, is one of the dies fits inside here. So this sailboat die fits inside here. And it'll just kind of, there you go. So see, it's stuck in there. And then you, whoop. There we go. It just sits in there, and you put your paper on there, and then run it through like you would any normal 3D embossing folder, and you end up with this sailboat that is cut, but also has the embossing on it too. So that's a lot of fun. So let me put these away so I don't lose anything, and we will get started. This is an online exclusive, so you won't find it in a catalog. That just means you can find it online. All right. Get all my pieces out here. So I have already embossed a piece of our basic white, and that's what we're going to make our scene on. So let me grab some scratch paper. And I am using 2 brand new in colors. So this is Darling Duckling and Timid Tiger. And then for the water, I used Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to start with the lightest one. And I have some Contraband blending brushes. This is one my friend Patience gave me. So and it doesn't matter, you can go right over that sailboat because we are just going to cover it up with a die cut. So I'm just adding some of this yellow here at the top. And it kind of really picks up the embossing. All right, we're done with the ink. I may do some blending with that in a minute. Then our Timid Tiger. So again, and I usually like to start off the side. That still got pretty dark. This is a new ink pad, so it's pretty juicy. But it doesn't matter if it's a little bit uneven or... So I'm going to take it down pretty close to that water. Again, the sailboat is going to go over that. And then I'm going to take my yellow and just kind of blend some of that together. So you don't see like a line or anything. We might just get a little bit more yellow ink of the Darling Duckling. And add just a little bit more to soften that a little bit. Because you want those to just kind of blend together. There we go. Isn't that pretty? All right, then we're ready for our water. Get those out of the way. So I'm using Misty Moonlight, and this is a pretty dark blue. And I have one of my bigger blending brushes. So I'm not going to go too heavy on it because I do want to still be able to see the embossing. Let's go a little bit more on this side. All right, that looks pretty good. So there is our sunset, or it could be sunrise. It could be the sunrise on your new life as a retiree, or the sunset on your work life. All right. And then we do need to stamp one thing, and that is Happy Retirement. So I'm stamping it in Memento Black. I'm going to stamp it a little bit towards the right. I'm going to banner cut that left side. There we go. All right. Grab my scissors. My glue. All right. So we just banner cut this, just make a little slit in the middle, and then from each corner, cut to that slit. Oops, maybe it's this side. Oop, there we go. All right, now we're ready to put it all together. So anytime I'm adhering embossed pieces, I like to use my liquid glue. So let's put our embossed colored paper on here. Hopefully there's enough green glue in here. All right, this is a Timid Tiger card base also. And I forgot to tell you at the beginning, but I will put on my blog shortly after this video is over all the dimensions. So You can go get all the dimensions there on my blog. This guy is going to just go right over the top of that one. So you won't even know there's one underneath. And then our sentiment, grab some dimensionals. We'll put it on with a couple of dimensionals. Now you could do this like in just like blues and purples, like twilight or something, time of day. All right, and I put this about right there. I was covering up that transition between the two a little bit. All right, and then the last step is we have some new bling, some new embellishments. And these are, trying to get them out of their plastic, they're all the new In Colors. In Color flat pearls. So we are going to use the Timid Tiger. So one there, and then the little one there. And that's it. Quick and easy card. And so next week I will give that one away. And then I have a few other cards that I made with this stamp set. This one I just embossed a die cut piece. Didn't do any coloring on it and added some paper. This is a new ribbon that's in the catalog. This one I just used the stamps. And that is Strawberry Slush. And Secret Sea is the dark. And then this one I used a lot of the die cuts. So just a few other examples with this beautiful set. So next week somebody will win this card. Last week we made this beautiful tufted titmouse card, and Debbie is the winner of that, so I will get that to her. All right, again, shortly after this video is over, I will get the measurements on my blog so you can find them there, and I will see you next week. Bye.